Hi, thank you for watching the replay. If you are listening to this, it's because you are watching the replay, and thank you so much. And if you are joining, as you join, please say hello so that I know you are there. Okay, and you can like or send some hearts. So, as some of you, oh look, hello. As some of you know, I have been running Creative Wednesday for like a few weeks, and I have noticed that a lot of people. Oh, hello, Jeremy. I have noticed that many people like the. Oh, I got nervous now that you are here. Okay, so I've noticed that many people like the post, but then only one person has shared their creative work. So I was thinking about it, and then I asked recently. Maybe you will see this post. I asked recently, what keeps you from moving forward in your creative process? And many people said, I don't feel good enough to, or I am not sure I am enough artist. Uh, so I was thinking, well, if you think this, obviously no one will take part of the Creative Wednesday post because it's scary and you don't want to be visible. So I was thinking, I want to share what I think about not being good enough in your creative life. I wrote some notes just to make sure I say everything. So they are here on this part. So if I look this, it's because of this. Also, I want to say this is my experience and it's my view and it's my feeling. Some of you might resonate with this and some of you don't, and I think that's okay. Just take what you think just take what feels right for you and the rest just leave it. Yeah. So for me, creativity comes from intuition. That means from intuition and from letting yourself wonder and be without any agenda. That means like if you want to dawdle, you just dawdle and go for it and you're not thinking about it. And the mind, it's more about judging and about measuring and about comparing things. So, and about asking what's the point of this. So I think, or I feel, that if you have a soul, you are creative. Yes. So if you have a soul, you are good already because the soul is not asking what's the point. It's just is. Does this make sense? Can you, if this makes sense, can you just write things like, yeah, go for it? It's good. So it is, so we are already good enough, and maybe it's for our minds the doubts like, oh, what's the point? But if you turn the volume, oh, cool. But if you turn the volume down to these thoughts, then you are, yeah, go for it. you will be okay to move forward because your soul is not thinking, am I good enough? Is this line that I'm doing here good enough? No, it's just being. So the idea of being creative is to let this energy go, energy be. So but coming back to what I said, hello Nanette. Do we have a soul? So do you have a soul? Yes, we have a soul. So you are creative already. Because creativity is this energy. I'm reading sometimes my notes. Creativity is this energy that we have inside, that it's our soul, and we only need to open certain doors so that it can express itself freely. Yes. So maybe here it's when you can ask yes, your mind to reflect. So we are creative because we have a soul. That's already has been said. So you can ask your mind. You can use your mind to reflect. What kind of how much creativity do I want to have in my life? Do I want to have only, I hope this makes sense. And if it doesn't make sense, just keep with me. So do I want to be creative just time to time to relax from my busy day? In which case, if that's yes, so just use this energy, just create a space where you can say safely use this energy to make something that will make you relax. So if it's drawing, you draw. If it's sewing, you sew. If it's singing or playing the ukulele, you do it. Or, it's kind of this. Then, um, hello, if you are joining, just say hello so that I know that, that you are here. Okay, so this is kind of one way you can use your creative energy or your artistic energy. Another way is people that they really want to make things. So they want to make a theater show or they want to make a costume. I'm using examples of people that I can see you, so I know what you do. Or you want to have a band. So what's happening is that you use with your energy inside, with your creativity or your artistic or with your soul, uh, express itself by singing, and then with your mind, you create a structure. Hello, Roscoe. You create a structure that's good enough to put something together that makes sense for other people to see. I hope this makes sense. So this is kind of a different thing of a different way to use, a different way to structure what you do, because you're like, okay, I'm very creative. I like sewing. Then I need to bring my mind and say, I'm gonna make lots of costumes, or I'm gonna customize clothes. Or what I said before, I think it's like, okay, I sing and then I'm gonna make the structure of having a band and writing songs so that I can use my creativity more openly. Yes, so that's yes. I hope this point is answered. But then there is another way to also be creative or to let your soul permeate your reality. And this is when, for example, in my post, I share that creativity is a lifestyle, because it's kind of, and this takes, all of them, I was gonna say this takes a lot of practice and commitment, but actually all of them takes practice and commitment with yourself to let yourself express yourself. So, okay, so this one is like how much you want your soul energy or creativity to permeate your reality. And this one I have found that it's a bit scary, because it's kind of like how much creative I can be in my day. No, so for example, for this I used to, for example, how can I walk from my bedroom to the kitchen in a different way that is a lot of fun, that I have a lot of fun. This is where this is what I mean by creativity is a lifestyle. If not only I'm gonna sit and paint, or I'm gonna have a band and that's it, all I do, or I'm gonna just make paintings. It's more like how can I let this energy be around so that all the time it's, well, not all the time, but most of the time it's fun and it's lighter. And you kind of splash. I heard this word yesterday. You splash this energy around. So yes. So if you follow me, just just like or say something. So coming back to this, how can I walk from my bedroom to the kitchen in a fun way? Another thing because I remember all these things I do a lot in my life, just to make my day a lot of fun and very interesting for me, because I'm with myself a lot of the time. Is this is a good exercise. It's like come back to a moment. Sometimes people say when you were a child, but not necessarily. Come back to a moment where you were very, very, very happy and you felt a lot of joy, and then uh, remember this emotion inside. No, sorry. Uh, let this memory uh, like feel again what you felt in that moment when you were very happy, and find where is this feeling in your body, and then try to recreate it. Which pen? Which pen? Ah, this one. I didn't notice. I have to pay. Thank you. Yeah, where was I? Oh, I forgot where I was. Oh, yes, the feeling. So, so go to that moment, and then it's a matter of recreating this feeling a lot of times during the day. For example, sometimes there's something that I wrote yesterday. It's like, for example, when you were jumping as a child, this was very fun in my case, no? Or when you were dancing, I like dancing. So when I dance, I feel so much joy and light. So, but during the day, we cannot go out in the streets and dance. But for example, something I do to have fun and to be creative is that when I cross the street, I jump from one white, what's the name of the white band, on the crossing path. So I jump from one to the other one, and then jump on the street, and I'm like, oh, I'm safe. Oh, I'm safe. And this is like, it's very small. It's a very small intentional action that I do to make my day uh, be pumped up with fun, something that it's outside the box, that it will make me smile, and that will make me feel like joyful. Or I wrote something else, but yes. Oh, for example, and if you are wondering why this is good, it's just because it makes you remember who you really are. It makes you remember that we are not this mindset that says we are not good enough. We are who we are. We are something different from this. We are good enough. It's just a matter to find ways to demonstrate to the mind that we are, so that it goes to sleep. Or it's no, it doesn't go to sleep. It just calms down. So another example that I was, oh, another example I was thinking yesterday is like I used to live with a flatmate many years ago, and our flat had 2 floors. And I remember before going to sleep, after a long, long day uh, working, I will go to sleep and I will be like, okay, I want to have fun before going to bed. So I will turn on the the torch on my phone, and I will go upstairs using my torch, uh, like hiding from my flatmate because he was sleeping, and I didn't want them to see me, but he was sleeping there. But for me, just to have this moment in which I could play without judging myself and without others judging me, made me grow this energy around me. And it's this energy which I believe will make you understand that you are good enough, and to not compare to anyone, because when you compare, which is the mind comparing, then you won't be as good as, who knows, Rembrandt. And this is not good. Yes. So yes. So I think this, and unless you want to write something or a question, this is what I wanted to say today. I hope this helps you, because for me it's important that you know that you are already enough, and that to be an artist, it's not like something that you need to deserve. You already are, and it's just a matter to find ways to express. this. So yes, so this is what I wanted to address today with my Creative Wednesday post, because because I thought this is more important than asking you to share creative things you have done of artistic projects. But if you after this feel like, yes, I'm gonna do something funny like jumping in the grass while it's raining, take a photo and post it. It will be great if you get involved, and yes, and don't let your mind rule your reality. Because you can be a lot of creative with this. You can be very creative, and if you need help, just just send me a message. Yes, and I think I said something. I said everything I needed to say. Thank you so much for listening and for being here. And if you are watching the replay later on when I post it again, I hope you enjoyed and I hope it's useful. Leave your comments, or if you have a question, or if you want me to address something, leave a comment. Okay, bye. Thank you so much for listening.